I think we might be a day late and a dollar short when it comes to wrapping up everything that happened over the past weekend, but close enough, right? Okay, so what we have here specifically is we're going to go around to a bunch of different big cities and see what happened, okay? How different celebrations were carried out in these large democratic cities that have very strong gun control laws, right? We already know about the one that happened in the suburb of Chicago, and hopefully that little fuck just rots for the rest of his life, but taking a look at Chicago proper, because we did this just a little bit on January 4th. It's January 4th? Sorry about that. July 4th itself, okay? So what happened in the totality, including the rest of Monday, because it was somewhere around like 50s-ish, okay? But we actually got the numbers now. 4th of July weekend, shootings in Chicago leave 62 injured, 10 dead. Yep, just need stronger gun control laws in Chicago, where basically it's all fucking outlawed, right? Yeah, no, that'll help. It's not like criminals will continue to get guns, right? Nope, couldn't possibly be the case. Or in New York City, I'm sure Eric Adams was having a wonderful time with his armed security at some socialite event, right? 52 people shot over July 4th weekend. Anybody dead, though? 2 young men were shot dead, and another was taken to hospital with a bullet in his chest after a fight broke out at a bodega. Cool. Was it the same one that the bodega bro was criticizing? I gotta find a way to work that kid into something, because he's got some really base takes on stuff. But anyways, according to stats from the New York Post, 2022 saw nearly double the amount of gun violence in New York compared to 2021. And again, this Eric Adams, man, he's really turning out, okay? He might not be as inflammatory as Bill de Blasio, but boy, fuck is he being just as bad. How about go up to the Pacific Northwest? What's going on in Portland? Well, okay, you got a patriotic day, like the 4th of July. Of course there was going to be some Antifa riots, right? Portland protesters launch mortars at federal buildings, because of course, right? But what did Ted Wheeler do? I don't know. He get sucker punched at a restaurant, that fucking cuck. Anyways, federal buildings, smash windows, burn American flags over the 4th of July weekend. Because of course, why not? Protesters in downtown Portland spent the 4th of July night smashing windows, shooting off mortars into federal buildings, and burning an American flag as a response to the death of Jayland Walker in Ohio. Literally, you couldn't get farther away, okay? If this is the United States, you got Portland over here, and you got fucking Akron over here. And again, they don't know any of the facts. All they know is just unarmed black man was shot dead in the streets. Oh, okay, cool. You care to elaborate? Do you know why he got shot? Because he was black in America. Okay, we got it. You're intellectually vapid. Smashing, right. According to Coin, okay, I think that's the NBC affiliate in Portland. Anyways, the direct action march against Lonsdale Square to coincide with crowds in downtown Portland for fireworks over the Willamette River and Waterfront Blues Fest. Yes, exactly. While everybody's staring up at the sky going, ooh, ha, ooh, listening to the big bangs and everything. Yeah, they can start throwing hammers and bricks and doing all their fuck shit while everybody else is busy elsewhere. The outlet reported that as of 10 p.m., there were about 50 to 100 protesters, some of them dressed in black bloc. That's Antifa fit regalia, for those of you not in the know. After launching at least 2 mortars at the federal building, of course, it's that time of year again, the protesters marched through the streets and ran of downtown Portland, breaking windows as they went, just like 2 years ago. The previous night, Antifa shut down the streets of downtown Portland and vandalized buildings with violent extremist messaging calling for mass murder. Of course, right? That all makes too much sense. Days before, an unlawful assembly was declared when approximately 60 people broke windows in Portland's Piedmont neighborhood, something like that. Okay, the activists marched from Peninsula Park down Rosa Parks Way. Okay, I'm sure they have no idea who that is. She was that black lady who got thrown off the bus, right? Yes, good. Smashing windows along the route. Yes, exactly. Just like Rosa would have wanted. According to Coin, on June 25th, about 200 people gathered at Grant Park for what was labeled a march on abortion rights. Yes, and they've just Hopefully they wrote all their signs in pencil so they could just take an eraser to it, and it's like abortion rights, Black Lives Matter. Oh no, they probably just went home, and it's not like they live anywhere. Far from there, they're all just elitist socialites with we have nothing better to do other than riot and ruin other people who are actually creating, something useful for the community. They just went home and they just grabbed all their 2020 stuff because it all still works. Some of it probably doesn't fit. Have you seen the size of the women that attend these places? But anyways, let's go up to Boston, where we had some racism on full display, right? Sure. Okay, so police investigating after a black man said he was attacked during a march through Boston by white supremacist group Patriot Front. Yeah, that's a look at that far-right white nationalist group Patriot Front. I don't know, something seems a little bit off about this group. I'm just saying, right? Okay, police are conducting a civil rights investigation, oh my god, after a black man was injured during a march held by dozens of members by the far-right group Patriot Front in downtown Boston on Saturday. Oh my god, the far-right group, are they really far-right, or is it kind of just like, I don't know, man. If you just, turn down the lights wherever you're watching this, you probably are going to see their website. Yeah, it might glow in the dark. Just saying, just thinking out loud a little bit, okay? Because it has all the hallmarks, right? It's just a little bit too nicely put together, okay? Like, the website flows very well, okay? And it's got all the hallmarks, like I was saying, okay? It's got quotes from founding fathers, okay, from highly respected military leaders, okay, prominent imagery of patriotic fare, okay, it has all the buzzwords that you'd expect in there. Oh, the current state of our American society, Calvin Coolidge quotes, oh, Alexander Hamilton, Teddy Roosevelt, Sam Adams. It's got all the imagery that you'd expect. Hell, it's even called a manifesto, for Christ's sakes. Very interesting stuff. Come on, has it been taken down or what? I just went to go press to just get everything back up at the top. But yeah, no, it's a manifesto, right? Yep, no, that'll take you right back. Our cruel and unrelenting enemy leaves us no choice but to brave resistance or the most abject submission. This is all we can expect. We have, therefore, to resolve to conquer or die. Care of George Washington. Oh my God, exactly. And I'm just going to go up here and click on the join button, which, yeah, no, it asks you for all your personal information, like your email address, right? Your age, of course. It's not required. I don't know about that, honestly. But, yeah, no, your age, your state, your political ideology. I thought it was a far-right group. But anyways, no, political ideology. That's required. And again, this just seems, of all of the extra tertiary questions that they could ask, have you read the manifesto? No, thanks. I don't really need to see all of that fucking pablum that's out there. What skills can you offer to the group? Do you know anything about bomb-making, fellow patriot? Why do you want to join? Your religious beliefs. Well, obviously, you're just a standard Christian conservative that believes that America belongs to the white race, of course. And yeah, no, of all of the really standout-ish questions that they'd ask right here, do you have any issues with substance abuse or illegal drugs? Yes or no? Okay, cool. They're looking for people to exploit, but let's take a look at the person that Patriot Front definitely legitimately attacked. I know for sure because he's a black nationalist. He's somebody who's looking to be attacked. Therefore, he would be the person most likely to be attacked, right? This just screams fucking fed up, okay? And you know what? Yeah, no, he definitely has the injuries to back it up. Like his finger's in a cast. So, okay, if this was a white nationalist group, right, if this was a group of people who just definitely 100% hated black people, first of all, why are they in a big city? Why are they in Boston, of all places to be, okay? And why, if they were looking to attack somebody, would they only hurt his finger? Like, none of this really makes all that much sense. But of course, you might be able to enlighten us, enlighten all of this for us here. Charles Morrill returned Monday near the site where he was violently caught in Saturday's white supremacist march and stood alongside several of the city's black leaders to call for a renewed commitment to protecting our multiracial democracy. I've never seen that written down anywhere, but okay, cool. You do you, I guess. Our goal is, obviously, as we as we stand here on 4th of July. No, that was yesterday, a couple days ago now, to create and maintain a multiracial democracy. You haven't said anything, said Reverend, oh yes, Kevin Peterson. Yes, some faith hustler. Wonderful. Founder of the New Democracy Coalition. Oh, great. This sounds wonderful. That's the point of the 4th of July. To recreate wait, what? A multiracial democracy? Wait a minute. I'm confused. Moral, 34-year-old black man. Oh, that's very appropriate. His name's Moral, and he got attacked, so therefore the white supremacists were attacking morality. No, I'm not saying this didn't happen, but come on, I'm just saying. With the B. Oh, he's a black, capital B black artist. Oh God. With the BeHeard.world collective. Sorry, it's not a movement, it's a collective. Commie. Was injured in a confrontation Saturday with about 100 members. He was the only one brave enough to stand against that. Oh my God, this is just so touching. I feel like I have a drunk uncle in my vicinity. Of the white supremacist group Patriot Front marched through the heart of Boston. Okay. Morrill said he was knocked to the ground and assaulted, and yet all they got was the tip of your right middle finger. Interesting. Very fucking interesting. After taking out his phone on Dartmouth Street, according to Boston Police Department Chief Spokesperson Sergeant Detective, you need a longer title, my guy, John Boyle, suffering lacerations to his right ring finger, head, and eyebrow. Oh my God. I mean, like, this was taken the day of? But he was knocked to the ground. Oh, okay, cool. But he sustained lacerations, and I seen the cast, the soft cast, right? Wait a minute, he had a soft cast on, and all he had was lacerations. I don't know if somebody's playing this shit up, but okay, cool. Anyways, I've been here for 10 years, but this work has started well before I've gotten here, Morrill said. He pointed to the upcoming work, to the B world. I don't care about that. It's mind-boggling for me that a group of 100 children of the KKK... Oh my God, no, if God forbid you have the Klan in Boston who just elected Michelle Wu, the first woman of color in Boston. You have a derivative of the Klan up there. Interesting. Okay. We're allowed to march across the span of the city from Haymarket to this area of Back Bay. It should be renamed Black Bay in commemoration of this horrific race crime. But Michelle Wu, right, has scheduled a close to the press briefing, oh yes, Tuesday, with her office, BPD Superintendent-in-Chief Greg Long, U.S. Attorney Rachel Rollins. Yes, everybody's there to, I don't know, make a statement or some shit like that. Fucking, who gives a shit, right? But we actually got like a video of the people that were marching that day, and let's just play a fun game of Spot the Fed. I'm just saying, man, they're all looking just a little bit too pristine, right? And they all got just a little bit too much proper creasing, proper, get-ups and makeups. I'm just saying, looks a little fetish to me, but no, definitely, man. That happened to that dude legitimately. I guess that sucks and all, but it's just another opportunity where they can just further castigate their political opponents, right? Because they're saying, oh my God, one of the speakers had a megaphone and they said the current state neither represents the people, the nation, or virtue. They rip children from wombs and sell the ground beneath your feet to foreigners, and they tell you it's justice. Yes, no, exactly. So anybody who would therefore be against abortion, current state of society, you're just as bad as those Patriot Fronters who went out there and practically beat that black guy half to death in Boston. I don't know, it seems pretty fucking obvious at this point, right? Because remember, hey, the Proud Boys were just a fucking drinking group, and then they got name-checked by Biden during the presidential debates, and now they're being designated a hate group, and I don't know, being served warrants for literally nothing. But again, that's the way that they move on this one. They are so mad that Trump showed up for 4 years and bucked the trend, because he forestalled all this shit, right? He just caged all of their rage for a minute, and now we're just seeing this in full fucking effect right now. But you know who's tired of it? The mayor of Philadelphia, man. This dude, he is just expressing what everybody's thinking right now. It's like, listen, I just put up this charade. I just wanted to be mayor, man. I just wanted to get my accolades. I just wanted to get my flowers, but I'm fucking tired of this nonsense. I'm really sick of this fucking shit. There's nothing I can do for these psychopaths. Let them just roam the fucking streets. I just want to go away, okay? That's basically what he's saying, right? Okay? Philadelphia Mayor Jim Kenney. You don't even need the political designation at the end of his name. You already know what it is. Spoke to reporters after the shooting of 2 police officers at the city's official Independence Day celebration, saying, "I'm happy. Oh, I'll be happy when I'm not here. When I'm not the mayor, I can enjoy some stuff." Jesus fucking Christ. Like, this dude's hands are completely tied. He has a city council of radicals that he has to corral. Okay, he has a woke police chief. He has, like, year over year, okay, how many times have we heard a riot in Philadelphia? Not involving a sporting event or anything like that, but they just happen, nights of looting. He might have the best of intentions. I don't know anything about him, but he's just expressing what so many people on that side are thinking. Okay, I'm trying to observe his position in the best possible light, right? This is the type of guy who probably is like, yeah, no, Black Lives Matter. That makes sense. Black lives do matter. And yeah, a couple of, few generations ago, they weren't treated as well. So yeah, if we just raise them up, he probably has the best intentions for some of the bigger liberal causes that are out there, right? And it's like, yeah, if a man wants to turn into a woman or a woman into a man, that's totally fine. Doesn't really affect me. It's like, whatever. Okay. He might hold some of those positions. And again, now it's getting to a point where they're just looking around and it's like, you guys just always want more from me, huh? I've given you the best that I can. It's not good enough for you. You just keep wanting to get fucking crazier. I'm out. I'm fucking out at this point, okay? That's why you can see whenever you see these political polls take place, okay, the Republican Party is getting bigger. Independents getting much fucking bigger. The Democrat side getting a lot more radical. It's concentrated nonsense that's over there at this point, and the people who are identifying as independents are starting to realize that one of these political parties doesn't fucking do anything. I'm looking at you, GOP. And then on the other side, it's like, I don't recognize that shit anymore. I feel like I haven't moved anywhere politically, but the Democratic Party is way too fucking left at this point. I can't support any of the shit that they've been pushing, okay? I'm an old school Democrat, whatever the fuck that means. Like, how old school are we talking? Like, slave-owning Democrats? Whoopsie. Or are we just talking, like, unionized idiots that think that the world somehow, the pendulum is just gonna swing back in the other direction, and it's just gonna be like the 80s again? No, it's not. We're going to have to fucking right this ship, and it's going to have to be more people like this realizing that, yeah, I might have supported a fucking lame horse, okay? And then just realize that, maybe things are a little bit more fucked up than I realized, instead of just throwing your hands up in the air and then just realize, oh, there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, well, alone you can't, or continuing to just pay lip service, okay? Because, what was it? I think Gina Carano posted a meme. You know Gina Carano. She got castigated from society. She got canceled, as it were, back in winter of 2020. I think that's when it was, right? For just posting a simple meme saying that, oh, I don't know, maybe our politicians are creating a two-tiered society when it comes to a certain medical procedure that you don't have any say about in order to participate in society. And that's seeming a lot like what was happening in 1940s Germany and Poland. And you know what? Hey, maybe that's a fair comparison. Nope, you just need to get removed from society. Lo and behold, that's exactly what went on. But she showed a picture, right, of somebody being burnt at the stake. I'm just going to see if I can find the meme, because I think that it's fairly fucking appropriate. Yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, no, I thought that this was particularly poignant and something that a lot of people have been expressing, okay, and yeah, I like her a lot. Back in the day when she used to be a fighter and shit, and she's a believable female ass kicker in action movies, which is kind of a rare thing to see. But anyway, still, okay, she posed this meme, okay, somebody being burnt at a stake, and then the guy carrying out the procedure leans over and says, psst, I completely agree with you. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing from a lot of people out there, okay? That's the whole idea of I'm just going to keep my head down and hopefully nobody really pays attention, okay? And that I'll just be able to just live my life and things will eventually course correct, right? The pendulum is going to swing back the other way before anything really affects me. As long as it's not in my backyard, that's totally fine. That's what's kind of manifesting for the mayor of Philadelphia here, okay? It was all fine and dandy, okay? He was just going to keep his head down. He was just going to pay lip service to all of these different movements and causes that are out there. But eventually it just got too much, and he's just throwing his hands up in the air and saying, what the fuck else do you want? I'm just leaving. Fuck all this shit. I'm going. Bye. Okay, fine. Wonderful. Fantastic. But again, I've just been putting upon him a whole bunch of different things. He could be a total fucking whack job, or that could be fairly accurate. We're not going to know until we read read the story. Philadelphia Mayor Jim Kenney spoke to reporters after the shooting of 2 police officers at the city's official Independence Day celebration, saying, "I'll be happy when I'm not here, when I'm not mayor, and I can enjoy some stuff. Everything we have in the city, we've seen over the last 7 years, I worry about," said Kenney. "I don't enjoy 4th of July. I don't enjoy the Democratic National Convention. I didn't enjoy the NFL draft. I'm waiting for something bad to happen all the time." "You're looking forward to not being mayor?" Fox's Chris O'Connell asked, to which Kenney simply replied, "Yeah." Monday's shooting took place near the Welcome America Festival on the Benjamin Franklin Parkway during the celebratory event that had tens of thousands in attendance. Of course. Again, Philadelphia, nice strict gun laws that are in place, but again, didn't really, stop shooting from happening, but again, we really need those because they'll help. This is the location of the city's annual celebrations marking the holiday and its roots in Philadelphia, where the Declaration of Independence was written and the Constitutional Congress was formed and did its work in creating the nation. And I don't know my American history as well as I probably should. I am Canadian after all. I just see this shit from the outside looking in, so I'm either hating or appreciating from outside the club. Don't really know. But anyway, still, like, wasn't Philadelphia being battered around as being the capital, or it was for a hot second? Something like that. After shots rang out and people realized there weren't fireworks, chaos ensued, and everyone stampeded away from the scene. 2 officers were shot, were later released from hospital. Well, that's good to see. Weather was beautiful, concert was beautiful, Kenney said of the evening. But we live in a society. But we live in America, and we have the Second Amendment. We have the Supreme Court of the United States telling everybody to carry a gun whenever they want. Oh my God. Hopefully you do, and you use your mouth as a holster. We have to come to grips in this country is about right now. We had a beautiful day out there, except for some nitwit either shooting from a window or shooting from somewhere who has a gun and probably shouldn't have had it. Yeah, no, exactly. Just make all guns illegal, and therefore only criminals will carry out acts. What? Wait a minute. You don't want shootings, just make shootings illegal. If I had the ability to take care of guns, I would. But the legislature won't let us. Of course, it's always somebody else's fault. Again, this is somebody who shouldn't be a mayor to begin with, okay? This isn't like the George Washington interpretation where a guy just didn't want to be in charge and then just went on to do a shitty fucking job. This is a guy getting to the end of his term, realizing that, I just wanted to kick the can down the road, but this shit's too hard, and I'm just going to complain about it. There's nothing in life that I hate more. No, actually, I got to walk that back. A traitor. A traitor is somebody I hate more. But right up there, right up close to the top, is somebody who just complains and doesn't offer fucking answers. Somebody who complains, somebody who fucking finger points, nobody who ever solves a fucking problem. Just continue to procrastinate, to fucking blame everybody else for your shortcomings. That's what this motherfucker's doing, okay? Our attorney general does the best he can, but this is a gun country. Then just fucking leave it. Kenney suggested that America is one of the least safest nations on earth. Yeah, tell the people in Africa of that, Go be a mayor of a city in, I don't know, fucking Rwanda or something like that. You hunk of shit. There is shit you can do, right? You can work with your city council because normally, generally, depending on how woke they are, like, pretty much everybody has, except for, like, the ultra woke, okay? Generally don't want to see people get shot in the city. I think that's something you can pretty much agree on, okay? Like I've stated before, ad nauseum at this point, it feels fucking redundant to continue to point it out, but I don't know, they all want to have these talks about mental health. Why don't you fucking do something about it? That'd be real cool. Have a deep dive, have an investment in your public school system because it pumps out all of these psychopaths that are there. How about that? Well, working on programs where you aren't incentivizing single parenthood. That would be nice. There are things you can do, but nah, just throw up your hands and fucking complain. Oh, there's nothing I can do. I just can't wait until I'm not mayor anymore. You could just leave tomorrow. How about that? Just leave the keys on the desk and then just wave on your way out. That would be wonderful. I'm sure your deputy mayor would just be more than willing to take up the mantle for an extra 6 months until elections or some shit like that. So I don't know, dude, get fucked. That's the state of big cities, by the way. I am looking forward to hopefully potentially one day soon coming to the United States. You just wouldn't catch me dead in one of these big fucking cities. But with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.